Hey everybody, it is pi times E o'clock on Thursday once again. So it's time to get out your code wheels for another episode of Dan Plays Games from the Elder Times. And if you're new to the stream, I am Dan. And the game from the Elder Times, as I look at the code wheel here, is Pool of Radiance, fresh off the presses from 1988 in the Advanced Dungeons & Dragons game line of gold box games. So let me boot up said game from the Elder Times over here. So hope you are having a good week, and here in New York it is very toasty. So I do have my AC unit on in this room, and if any viewer finds that to be distracting, feel free to tell me and I'll see if I can do something about that. But hopefully you're okay where you are. So we've been playing this for quite a while. I think when all is said and done, and I've the content here on this stream I have never seen before, so please no spoilers. I'm being surprised by everything that I find. This is definitely not a speed run; it's the opposite of that. So we've been playing since last May, and I think by the time we're done, we're probably going to get around 60, 70 plus hours of game time out of this 1988 game, so pretty good value, I would say. And of course, I'm playing this on Steam. Pool of Radiance is new on Steam as of last year, and it comes in Forgotten Realms: The Archives Collection 2, and it's just one game out of about 10, I guess, in that one package for about $10 or whatever it was. There's Pool of Radiance, Hillsfar, Curse of the Azure Bonds, Secret of the Silver Blades, Pools of Darkness, Gateway to the Savage Frontier, Treasures of the Savage Frontier, and then Unlimited Adventures. And I think those latter two things are game aids for probably second edition AD&D at that point, I think. Anyway, so a lot of value from these old gold box games. The secret code word for tonight. So the Elven rune that looks like that on the paper version. That particular rune is really hard to match up to the paper version. So it's got a little squiggle. Yeah, that is totally different. And then the Dwarven rune, it's like a chair with one dot. Okay, so then follow the dotted line, and the secret word is night. Hey William, thanks for checking in. And Alefiend, good. I'm glad you could join me for tonight's suffering. Now remember, we're in our end game. So in the last two sessions, what I've been doing is I've gotten to Valjevo Castle, which is the last scene with the boss, I guess. And I've scouted out the outbuildings, the outer perimeter of the castle, the courtyard, I guess. And I've mostly cleared out what buildings there were. I got a magic sword at one point. I got cursed at the Temple of Bane, I guess. And primarily what's happened is I set off an alarm and have just, last time I had to fight just an absolute army of giants. Just, half a dozen hill giants or fire giants and a superhero kept hitting me again and again and again and again and again. So I'm a little bit over that at this point. I did have to load a save game last time from getting just snowed under with those attacks. So what's going to happen tonight, the plan is I'm actually going to go into Valjevo Castle proper for the first time. I was hoping that there'd be some kind of secret entrance or back way in to avoid the main guards, is why I was very carefully scouting out all the outbuildings. I haven't found anything like that. So if there is such a thing, I've missed it. And the only thing that I can see, there's two gates on the east and the west side. So as far as I can tell, I just need to pick one of those gates and storm my way in and fight through the apparently endless mob of giants if I need to. And that is what's about to happen. So there's that. All right, back to town. So as usual, I'm back in the inn and the original subtle part of Phlan here, and I've got my characters all healed up, and I have my spells loaded up, and I checked off camera for leveling up. I don't think that's going to happen because my casters are all 6th level, which is the most I can get them in this game. My demi-human characters have basically all hit their max caps or close to it. So basically everybody's either 5th or 6th level or both. And that's what I have. So most every, my wizards can all cast fireballs, which is good. Yeah, I have enough experience. Like theoretically, Cadell could go up a fighter level, Maelwyn could go up a fighter level, but they have hit at 5th level. They've hit the max for elves, unless I had like exceptional strength or something like that. So that is where I am. And what else? Let me see. I guess based on last time, we know the range of the necklace of fireballs, which is specifically 9 inches. We know if I run away from a fight, I lose any corpses and can't raise them. And I guess that's what I got. All right, so there's the team. Without further ado, let us try this crazy thing. Check out my armor. Everybody's got some kind of potion. Everybody has a wand, which is kind of interesting. Every person on the team has a magic wand and has some magic scrolls. So if I need to, I think worst case scenario, the wand of magic missiles is usable by anybody in AD&D, which is weird, but I'm going to take advantage of that if I need to. And once again, I should pull up the map to the Maisie slum area. Right. Bash it. At one point, I came through the slums trying to be sneaky and picking locks, but there's no point to that now. I don't think. Now, once again, our longtime viewer, Disparel, said something a long time ago that has made me trepidatious. And that is, there was a point where I was storming a castle, got mobbed up, had a near TPK, had everybody on the team go down except for the party wizard near Jerini. And so she saved the whole party by using Dust of Disappearance, which is a super powerful magic item that makes you invisible and you can attack with it and not become visible. And so when I did that, he said, "Oh, you're going to regret that. You really absolutely need it to kill the final boss." And it is gone. So that's been in the back of my head ever since. But we're going to try to make a go of it without said magic item. So my plan here is, I think it's shortest to get to the western gate, because when I come through this passageway here, I'm going to be in the outer courtyard of Valjevo Castle on the west side. So I think I can just go north, hit the west gate, and go in that way is my plan to make it shorter. Now, about 3 sessions ago, I think I ran into some washerwomen and made nice with them and got disguises. So I'm assuming I'm still in the disguises to what extent I can be. And I'm hoping I can get at least a little way in here without immediately getting mobbed up. But we will see in a second, I guess. All right, I'm a tiny little bit nervous about this. I do feel like I might need multiple attempts here. So there's the castle on the right. Looking for that gate on the next block. Okay, so here is the gate, and I guess I'm going in for the first time. So here goes nothing. You hear a deep voice. Thief! You stole from Lord Bane! An alarm starts ringing. So I think that's... Shit. A volley of boulders are thrown at you. So I guess... So Rollin and Maelwyn and Nir Jarini are all hit. So that sounds like repercussions of when I momentarily like grabbed 5 gold pieces out of the Temple of Bane's donation box a couple sessions ago is what that sounds like. So fair enough. Fair enough. It was a risk. Okay, so taking damage. I think, okay, so it's giving me options to get in the gate here of either bash, pick, or knock. Knock being the magic knock spell. I think I want to get through here as soon as possible, so I think I'm going to magically knock it, but instead of taking more boulders. So I'm going to try that. Knock. It didn't work. Maybe I don't have a knock spell? Oh, man. You hear a deep voice. Hey, that's them guys who tried to bust in. Yeah. Another volley of boulders. Wow, that's really bad. Maelwyn's almost down, and I haven't even gotten in yet. Try to pick the lock. Okay. Okay, well that's... Well, now I need to run. I can't try that again. That was awful. And the alarm's ringing, so I might... Shit. I might run into a patrol of giants led by a human fighter who surprises you. Jeez, this is tough. Maelwyn's at 5 hit points. Okay, so note to self, I'm not entirely sure that I had a knock spell prepared. And the interface is always kind of confusing about this, so... Okay, so the plan here is I'm gonna fight my way out, right? So mission, item number 1 is just fight my way out, get back to where I can rest up safely. So I'm just gonna unload on these guys and not worry about too much depth of adventuring here at the moment. So Maelwyn will hit these guys with Yield Fireball before she goes down, and I can't use it. That guy's got 45 hit points. Here. I think I can hit them all here. Maybe not that last guy. Try this. Okay, not terrible damage. Below average, but not awful. Okay, Rollin. Right, so at least he's got the Dwarven Dodge Giants ability. Not that does a heck of a lot of good. He's only got 11 hit points. So I'm going to be conservative and just stand where I am. I guess I'm also going to use Cadell's Fireball. As long as they're jammed up and I know that I can hit them all. Same damage. I wonder if the other gate would make any difference. So I'm going to hold my fire here. Scan hit points. 16, 7, 16, 13. So I could potentially take down a 7 hit point guy with magic missiles. like so. Griffith's at 26. Now these guys can hit for as much as like 20 hit points at once if they want to. You know, I'm going to delay with Griffith is what I'm going to do. All right, now. Harton's obviously going to try to cure people. Jeez. Okay. So here's Griffith who would delayed. I guess I might as well put this guy down, I guess. Only got 11 hit points. See, this is exactly why I had to reboot in the past, is when Griffith went down with him up front there. Well, fortune favors the bold, I guess, so I'm going to try to knock this guy out. Good. Okay, find the giant that's the most injured. This guy. Great, great, good job. Okay, that's really good job from Roland. I'm going to delay with her. Cadell's at full power, so I guess I'm going to push him into melee and at least stop these guys from shooting boulders, I guess. All right, and with, you know, Malin, since she's so far down in damage, I will throw her on missile duty. All right, and Griffith, I will make use of his giant killing capacities, like so. Yeah, 22, great. Good job. Okay, so more healing, I guess. Oh, okay, surrendering, great. So if they're surrendering, definitely don't shoot any more spells. Okay, so got through that. Pretty sure that this, I don't need any of this stuff. Even if the longsword is +1, this wandering guard group, it isn't going to have anything that really benefits me. Hey, Lord Suda, good to see you tonight. I definitely started off on the wrong foot, no doubt about it. Gonna try to get out and restock. Just look at what the money is. Jeez, every time I do this, I'm dropping 10,000 gold pieces. I've literally just left behind an absolute fortune in gold because I don't want to take my movement down. Okay, so let's do some healing. Let's do all the healing. Okay, current protocol. Just cast cure on whoever has the lowest hit points. And this was basically just 2 rounds of taking boulders out of the castle. Not even getting in the gate. Which hurts. Okay, so everybody's at least at 20 hit points or above. Yeah, let us try to get out. Okay, so just going south with the alarm on. Don't like that. Okay, so I'm still in the castle. I'm in the southern block here from the gate, but the alarm's still going. It's very concerning. Okay, so I'm back in the gate area, which is actually held by friendly forces, so that's good. So here, the alarm is sounding here, which I didn't expect. Hey, Lorson, I don't think there's any risk of me finishing while you have dinner, so enjoy your repast. Enjoy your rations. And I'm pretty sure we'll still be here afterwards. The alarm is sounding in the gate area, which doesn't make me very happy at all. So this is Stojanau Gate, which is held by friendlies, supposedly. You know, I'm gonna try to encamp here. I thought I could. I'm gonna try to encamp here just to confirm this. So, can I rest like a day? Looks like yes. Okay. So, might as well just get my magic back. Which is to say 2 fireballs and a magic missile and a whole bunch of cures. Okay, now, so apparently I don't think I had the knock spell, right? Because so knock's a 2nd level spell. Nobody has an empty slot from casting it. So apparently the interface suggested the knock spell to me, but I didn't actually have it memorized. So I should fix that. So I have to forego a stinking cloud in favor of a knock spell, I guess. That certainly seems preferable to taking multiple rounds of boulders. So it seems like an easy call. All right, so now I can get a magic missile and a knock spell for Nirjarini. And let me just check in on what the other wizards have. So Cadell has 2 stinking clouds. Maelwyn has invisibility and stinking cloud. And haste. Because I need to memorize the fireball. I gotta remember that. I gotta remember that she has haste. If I get in a fight, and I'm gonna forget that. So somebody remind me that I've got haste available if I get in a hideous fight next. All right, and I'm just resting for like a week and a half here. So no harm, no foul. Nobody died. Nobody lost a limb. Nobody got poisoned. Nobody got cursed. Nobody got slimed. Nobody got mummy rotted. Nobody got level drained. So we count that as a good day in D&D land. Just some hit points and spells. You can get those back. You don't need it. Nobody needs to cry over that. Griffith have? He's 36 hit points is his max. 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess I'll also use a couple arrows, I guess. Alrighty. Okay, so duly noted, you can definitely rest in the Stojanov Gate area at this point. So save this here. Okay, so let's try this again. And I'm wondering if the alarm just keeps going on forever. Like, I wonder if the alarm's off at this point, or it's just on forever after I got cursed by the Temple of Bane. So I'm going to try that again. I'm going to try same gate again because it's closest, but this time I have the magic knock spell to get in. So hopefully that avoids multiple salvos of giant boulders. Take 2. And it's nighttime. Is that good or bad? I don't know. Doesn't seem like there's an alarm going on, which is good. So it seems like maybe that got reset. All right, try this again. Shit, right. This happened before it gave me the chance to open it. Hey, that's them guys tried to break in before. An alarm starts ringing. And here I get zapped by boulders. And of course, Roland takes the worst of it. I mean, that's just fate. Okay, so there's that. Now I'm going to try to knock my way in. Knock. And I'm in. Okay. Well, okay. There's one space worth of progress tonight. One space worth of progress. I have no idea what I'm looking at. Is that like garden? Those banners? And there is an alarm going on. What the hell is that shit? What the hell is that? Oh my god, is it a garden maze? Oh crap. Okay, so I was told earlier that I should keep a map, and I guess now I'm seeing why. Okay, so how am I going to do this? So I guess I can just track where I went. So there's 1, 2, 3. Oh shit. I see giant snakes. Yeah, I'll combat these guys from a distance. So I know I can go this way. So giant snakes are about 4 or 5 hit dice. 5 hit dice probably, and are poisonous, of course. So I don't want to futz around with these guys too much. So a good fireball would do really well here. I'm going to do that. Shit. Well, all right. So Cadell just immediately died from one shot from poison. So, welcome to old school. Okay, so the goal here is wipe out the snakes and then get out and raise Cadell is the current goal. All right, that's most of their hit points. So I guess I haven't been carrying slow poison for a while, I guess. which was maybe a mistake here. Did not expect a lot of giant snakes in the central castle. Did not expect a garden maze. Did not expect the boss was keeping a garden maze in the castle. So, live and learn. Okay, put that guy down. Good. Hardin's got a pretty good AC, so if I push him forward, yeah, right. Thank you, Elfine, for the backup on that. You know, do I have it on a scroll? Probably not. I have slow, but that's different. I can cause disease, so I could take revenge. Yeah, snake charm or snakes to sticks would be pretty nice right here. Is that even on my list? Snake charm. I don't even know if that's on the list. Anyway, okay, so my thing right here, Hardin has a pretty good AC, so I'm going to push him forward and hopefully avoid getting hit. That's my thinking. Ah, come on. Off by 1 hit point. Let's see. I'm going to cast Magic Missile. Griffith finished this guy off, hopefully. Okay. And I had an extra arrow to go. So I'm going to check in on Hardin's. Oh, I do have slow poison. Is that useful? I mean, so it said that Cadell was killed. So based on that, it seems like slow poison isn't an option anymore? Question mark. But I'm going to try it. I have been carrying slow poison just for this, and then it winds up not being useful because it just immediately put him down. Well, I'm going to try it. And if that doesn't work, then I just have to yank him back to town, I guess. Yeah, so Cadell is officially dead. Cadell's up! Okay. Look at that. All right. Thank you, Past Dan. Thank you, Past Dan, for actually memorizing slow poison for like the last 6 months and never being able to use it until now. Good job. Okay, but I need to neutralize the poison to actually permanently save Cadell. So, does this tell me that? He's got 1 hit point. Do I have a scroll of neutralize poison? Probably not. Okay, so I think so. Yeah, I don't have any way of neutralizing poison to my knowledge. So the only thing I can think of is that I have to run back to town and get the temple clerics to neutralize poison. You know, for what it's worth, some of us, namely me and William, were looking at the OED, our house rules equipment list lately, and one of the things that I do put on there, specifically because I don't have clerics, is I have a potion of Mithridate, which is an anti-poison thing. And so at least the players in my game, it's pretty expensive, but my players are pretty careful to always carry around a potion of Mithridate for situations like this. So, but I don't have that. So, get out of this fight. Snakes don't have any treasure. Can I cure Cadell? Can I cure light wounds on him? I guess that's. I might as well try. Does that help? That actually does help. Now I notice that Cadell's status is okay. It's not saying that he's poisoned. So does slow poison, I mean, slow poison doesn't just entirely take care of it, does it? William, I'm broadly assuming that it is a jerk DM that would say exactly that. Where is the manual to this? You know, I'm gonna momentarily look up the manual and see if it says anything about what slow poison does. Because I assumed, like, I would assume that the status line would say currently poisoned or something like that. Slow poison. This spell can be used in camp or combat. It revives a poisoned person for 1 hour per level of the caster. The target of the spell then dies unless a neutralized poison is cast on him. And neutralized poison is a high-level spell only used by NPCs. So yeah, so I got to get back to town. And that's why you read the manual, kids. Okay, so getting back to town as soon as possible. And also casting more cures on Cadell while I'm at it. Okay, so I'm assuming I have enough hit points to get the hell out of Dodge. Oh shit. You heard that voice. Hey, that's them guys who tried to bust in. Well, I didn't just try, I actually got in. Oh, for fuck's sake. So Cadell's, so I did not cure Cadell enough. He's down again. Okay, at least I'm out. Merry Christmas. Okay, so Cadell's down, he's back up, and he's down, he's back up. Herper derp. Okay, let me just try to get the hell out of here. Okay, so Cadell just took 1 hit point of damage from poison. So I'm getting my hit points degraded from that crap. Just like I don't have enough stress here. I guess it's saying he takes 1 point of damage from magic, but we know it's poison. Oh shit. I am one space away from getting back to the safe zone. Sacrilegious scum! Can I parlay? Man, you know what? I'm gonna. My hit points are down so far. Screw this! I'm gonna combat because I can just unload on these. I'm gonna unload all my fireballs on these jerks. Assuming I have space. I don't have space. All right, have some fire. All right, so tonight, apparently, you're going to see a lot of giants and a lot of fireballs, is what I'm getting. Okay, now I can't use missile weapons in melee. And to define melee means I am standing directly next to an active opponent. Which is a whole nother discussion you can see on our Discord server if you like, at patreon.com/wanderinDMs if you're not currently on our Discord server. So I'm going to switch back to melee weapon, namely this. Longsword +2 Flame Tongue. And I guess I'll hit this guy. I'm going to cast more fireballs. Yeah, I'm going to cast Stinking Cloud. Is that good? Yeah, I'm going to cast Stinking Cloud for what it's worth. Because that'll block, worst case scenario, that's going to block these guys from getting through. Nice. Perfect. Harton's going to cast Cure Light Wounds on Cadell specifically. This guy has all his hit points. Okay, that's not the worst. Shit, you gotta be kidding me. Cadell is down for the third time. Is there a rule in boxing, like if you go down 3 times in one round, the event's over? Is that how that works? Okay, so it's back around to my turn. You know, Griffith can actually... No, I'm out of healing. I'm going to delay so that one of my other casters can cast Charm Person on the... whatever. What is a 6th level fighter? What's their title? Great. Okay, so now I can switch back to the Sling of Seeking. I guess I might as well take this guy down. And now I can cast another fireball. Of course, now I'm blocked in by the Stinking Cloud. That's okay. Can I get Cadell back up again? I guess maybe not in combat. Okay, so Cadell, so it lists Cadell at 8 hit points, but unconscious currently. So I guess I'll just heal myself at this point. Yeah, okay. I was just about to say he really ought to break morale at this point. I guess I'm done, I guess? Christ. What? So Cadell took 1 hit point and is down. Well, okay, maybe it's just saying, well, he was down already. Maybe the interface is confused, possibly. Oh, he can't get away, so I have to finish him off? Is that the deal? This fight's just slightly anticlimactic the way this is going. Move here, and then I'll be in range, I think. I'll have a shot at this guy. Okay, finally. All right, and obviously I'm letting the fighter captain go away there. So can I? Okay, don't want that. Man, poor Cadell. All right, so now I'm getting back to the safe space, right? I assume? Thank goodness. All right, so the alarm is sounding. Got it, but I think I'm still safe here. So, back to town. And Cadell's clearly going to run out of hit points, but hopefully he won't be dead. I hope. I don't have any curing spells left. So I guess we'll find out what happens here. And one question is, I don't know if he keeps losing hit points when he's under 0. This is very stressful. For a change, because usually this is such a cakewalk. Trying to make sure that I take the straightest route back. Seems like he's staying at 1 hit point longer than the other hit points. Man, that gate's miserable. So you take the barrage before you get a chance to open the gate. I wonder if the other gate would be any better. Probably not. And then when you get in trouble at the east gate, you have further to go to escape. All right, now I'm not even sure where I'm not 100% sure where the temples are because I go into them so rarely. I guess this is one right to my north, I guess. Okay. You are welcomed by Priestess Joy of Soon. Do you seek healing? Hell yes. On Cadell, I need neutralized poison. Now, Cadell himself isn't carrying 1,000 gold. Oh. Okay. All right, good. Great. That works. Whew, okay. All right, so saved. Okay, so saved Cadell from death by poison with 1 hit point. Thank you, sir. May I have another? Eek. Poison. I was also, for what it's worth, I was also looking at the OED poison rule earlier today and was like, yeah, I'm pretty happy with that poison rule. Which is, echoes what's happening here. Which is stressful, which, is legit. Poison sucks. Okay, all right, so I guess I'm done here, right? And the rest of it I can take care of myself. Should I go? I mean, I've seen the last of the commissions, I'm pretty sure, but I'm just going to check in with our friend, the city clerk. No, but it's nighttime, isn't it? It's daytime. Okay, now at this point, I will editorialize and say that the guards posted at the inner door of the city council that are watching me closely, A, they really should know who the hell I am at this point. And B, they should realize that I'm fighting like 100 giants a night and that they're probably overpowered if push comes to shove. So I really feel like they ought to play nice with me, not the other way around. But that's just me. I may or may not know how people work so well. Okay, so we're going to check if I have current reward. Probably not. I guess that's it. Looking for other commissions. Probably not. Okay, so we are definitely in the end game. I think I got in the habit of checking here because when you go through Valjevo Graveyard, right, every time you eliminate some undead, they give you like another incremental reward. So I get in the habit of checking in there. I want a meal and a warm bed. Do you know who I am? Exactly. Yes. I'll pay one platinum piece. So I'm going to assume that I'm going to need another knock spell every time I go in the gate, probably. So I'll recover that. Plus 1 stinking cloud. I wonder if that... So, Nurturini has in her book, she's got invisibility 10-foot radius. I wonder if that would help? Would that possibly help me to get in? I feel like... I mean, so if I'm really playing D&D, I would certainly try it at this point. I have the feeling that that's not going to solve that trap problem. This is invisibility 10-foot radius. This is like invisibility, but it affects everyone within 10 feet of the caster when it is cast. Everyone affected stays invisible and comes out of it normally, but if the caster ends his invisibility, it ends for everyone. Right, it's not dust of disappearance. I feel like I should try that. Because if it works, it solves the alarm, it solves the guards, it solves the barrage of boulders. I'm broadly guessing this game isn't going to let me benefit from that. Well, that's interesting, Elfine. You think I need to get that again? You think I need to get that separately in the session? Where was it? I feel like it was to the left of someplace where I entered. So is it the outer castle? I guess, let's try both of these things, right? Let's try taking the spell. Let's also look for another disguise. Yeah, now that's different, right? The cart driver who sold me the wagon, that was right at the entryway to Stojanov Gate, which is my safe space already. But the washerwomen, if I'm remembering correctly, were in the actual castle courtyard proper. So I will try looking for them again. I assumed that would be sticky, but I think it's worth a try. I think that's smart. So I think did I take invisibility? No, I can't remember what I've been taught. Try that again. Okay, so one fireball, one mass invisibility, one stinking cloud, one knock. I think I used the magic missile. And it was Maelwyn who cast Charm Person, I think. Oh, she's also got invisibility 10-foot radius. Okay. Okay, Cadell didn't cast anything because Cadell was just getting hammered over and over and over again that time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, William. Talk to you later. Thanks for checking in. Okay, okay, all right, thank you. Thank you for remembering that. That's about, I think I was gonna, I guess I'd have to go and go right, and I was gonna go left, so that's fair. And here's slow poison again, because apparently that's important. Now snake charm is on the list. I'm not even sure how much that affects. What does that do? This spell can be cast in combat only. It influences as many hit points of snakes as the cleric has hit points. The snakes cease activity for 5 to 8 rounds. And Hearten has 23 hit points, and those snakes have 25. So according to that, that wouldn't have any effect at all. Yeah, poop. Okay, so let's not take Snake Charm. Is that what I did? Did I already see? I'm forgetting what I'm memorizing. Okay, take the slow poison. And as many cures as you can take. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And I got to rest for quite a while. Apparently I got to rest for like over a month. Because of how hammered Cadell took it. All right, take a little vacation, guys. Okay, so round 3. Try to sneak in the gate either with a new disguise or invisibility 10-foot radius. Knock the door is what you have to do to get in. Prepare to map out the garden maze. Ugh. Hey, Elfine. I feel, I will say that the healing rate in old school makes more sense than new school to me. And, of course, the new school interpretation is that the hit points, you're not actually getting hit or cut up, which to me is new. But I think when I've looked at it in the past, look, I've broken bones a number of times in the past, and it tends to take 4 to 6 weeks to heal up. Okay, and like a bad burn can take 4 to 6 weeks to heal up. So at least for mid-level heroes like we have here, You know, frankly, 4, 5, 6 weeks is actually a reasonable amount of time for real life injuries. That's debatable. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. You know, arguably maybe. Maybe I read it a different way. Like in the the AD&D player's handbook does say like a lord, 9th level fighter, mostly out of hit points, they're going to be covered with a whole bunch of scratches and cuts, right? It doesn't say the fighter's fatigued. It doesn't say the fighter's tired. It says he actually has been cut up a whole bunch of times. So, maybe I'm reading that wrong. It's possible. I feel like I want to make sure I'm not out of arrows, actually, is a thing. Yeah, let me get some arrows for Maelwyn. Rollin doesn't need it with the sling. That's probably fine. So Maelwyn and Cadell. Yep, well put. And I'm thinking things like, you get, like I get hit by a snake, I take 1 point of damage. I mean, and then I have to save for poison. So apparently something must have stuck me to suffer from the poison. Again, there's other interpretations of that, of course. So buy some arrows. So what am I, like 40? Pardon me. Okay, so that's, and I guess I can merge them on my equipment list. And I'm also keeping an eye on my movement here. It's probably enough. Unfortunately, Maelwyn actually went down in movement. Why is she carrying around all that platinum? Right, I have to pick who I'm... Okay, give it back to Griffith. Okay, now Maelwyn's up to full speed. Good. Just make sure Griffith is full speed. Yeah. He's always 9. All right, so there's the team. Thank you. Switch these guys back to full defense. Put down this and this. Pick up the shield. Thank you. Might as well check everybody. He never has it. It's nice. Rollin can carry a shield with the sling. Is pretty neat. Right, she never carries a shield either, so it doesn't make any difference. Okay. Just save this here. All right, technically no deaths yet tonight. Thank you for that spot, Aelfiend. I appreciate it. Okay, here's round 3. Past Kudo's Well. Through Podal Plaza. Okay, so here I am at the Stojanov Gate. Now, for what it's worth, this space right here is where I ran into the guy with the cart many episodes ago, but he's long gone. So I'm going to look for the washerwomen in the first castle area. And what Aelfine, what you said earlier makes sense to me. Southwest quadrant, which is the first block you go into, southeast corner, which is to my right. Okay, so there's no alarm happening right now. Do you think it's way over there? Okay, so traveling east. Big empty building. So I think that was it, right? I think so. That's all the areas. Just is it an exit here? Weird. I didn't even realize there was a passage here. So this is the far corner. Yeah, right. This right. Yep, I agree with that. Okay, good thing to try. So next on the docket is casting invisibility 10-foot radius. Again, which I'm actually not super hopeful the game's going to honor this, but seems like your best bet. So let's try it. Cast this. Okay, Griva's invisible, Cadell's invisible, Rollin's invisible, Maelwyn's invisible, Harton's invisible, Nirjarini is invisible. Great. So we all agree we are all invisible. Doesn't say it here, but we are. Okay. I would like to say that the absence of a thumbnail picture is indicative of us being visible, but of course that's not the case. That interface doesn't have that. So let's try to be sneaky, team. Don't do the Keystone Cops bump into each other. And get up to the gate. I assume I'm going to get hit by boulders, but it'd just be really nice if I didn't. Here goes. Yeah. So, hey, that's them guys who tried to bust in. That's about what I expected. And the alarm starts ringing, and I'm going to hit by boulders. 5, 6 points. Okay, well, that's pretty easy. Knock the door. Okay, so that's about what I expected from the game. They didn't think to code that in. Just write that down so I don't forget. And I will point out, I do need to cast the knock spell every time getting in. All right, okay, so not too bad. All right, so let's try this again. So I'm going to go forward in the same path. Hey, Simon, thanks for checking in. Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while. So this is currently my third attempt at Valjevo Castle here tonight. So I've gotten giant bouldered. I've been blocked by the gate. I had somebody down from giant snake poison. So I'm trying to get through this, I guess, garden maze, apparently, that's in the castle area. And oh, for fuck's sake. So the snakes are surprising me now? So I'm going to lose the invisibility, but the whole point of the invisibility was to get through the gate, and it didn't help. So I guess I have to fight these guys. Fleeing? I mean, they're really fast. They're fast. And I'm going to try to flee just to try to keep the invisibility. Of course, they're spotting me even with the invisibility, so... Poop. So I'm trying Stinking Cloud here. Try to block these guys. I don't know what to do with Harton right now. Who is Boulder? Who got bouldered? Well, Harton himself. Only 5 or 6 points, right? That's I shouldn't spend a cure light wounds because I might waste hit points on that. So I won't cure anybody. Again, Harton has good AC, so maybe I'll push him forward. Maybe I'll be aggressive with him. I haven't, but I have not seen a snake cough. But at the same time, I haven't owned snakes. I don't know, maybe... I bet that happens. I bet that happens. Let me push him forward and hit this guy. God. So after all that, Harton did get hit. So maybe, so I was about to just lay down a fireball, but maybe I can get away without it. If I've got him blocked like this, maybe I could just use missile weapons. Good. Trying to preserve some of my heavy artillery here tonight. I think I'll just have her delay. That's interesting. Seems like the thing's confused, which I like. Let's have everybody switch to ranged weapons, which is something I have not done for a while. So Griffith's AC -3. I'm wondering if I should push him in that blocking spot there. I think even with Griffith, he's got a missile weapon. So I might as well use it. And Harton I'm going to put here to block off that spot. That's what I'm going to do. Guarding. Just have near-journey saver stuff. Okay, that's dangerous. So since Cadell's adjacent there, I got to switch back to melee. Damn it. Thing's got 2 hit points. Magic Missile would be like a waste, but I really want it down. Delay? Okay. Damn it. Okay, now I'm going to cast Magic Missile. Now the problem with Hearten up front, okay, that did, so I'm realizing so Hearten doesn't have a missile weapon, and he's got a good AC. So having him block there seemed to make sense. The problem, as always with clerics, is that if he goes down, he's got the slow poison spell and obviously can't resuscitate himself. So maybe that wasn't strategically the best move, but I don't know. I don't know who else I would have wanted as the blocker there. Let me throw some curing on myself before I get out of combat. All right, I'm gonna call done on this. It's gonna be more convenient to heal myself outside of combat. Okay, so Hearten's taking a beating. And I fear that I'm not really making progress because I fear that these are wandering monsters. Is what that feels like. And so it kind of doesn't feel like I'm really making progress yet tonight. Hearten's max hit points is 23. Okay, close enough. Rollins' max hit points is 27. Okay, we'll take it. Save this as the B game. All right, so let's try to go forward more on this garden path. So here's this alarm. Okay, so I can go forward or right. Guess I'm going to try to get as far east as I can. So it looks like I can do this. Oh, for fuck's sake, you got to be kidding me. Now, last time I tried to flee to avoid this. Man, that's a lot of snakes. It had to be a lot of snakes. I tried to flee and they were right in my face. I think they're already in my face. Let me try combat just to see if I get some distance this time. I do not. Okay, so I can cast Stinking Cloud on that couple on the top. And what could Cadell do? Well, Cadell's got Stinking Cloud. Sleep won't work. Let's Stinking Cloud right now. Here. Okay, so I don't think they've fallen for it yet. Gonna keep Hearten back this time. Now there's definitely no reason for him to get pushed forward. Cannot use a missile weapon here. Gonna delay until somebody else can do something. Fuck. All right, just have to hit something, I guess. You know, I'm gonna delay again just in case something falls to the stinking cloud. So do I? I don't have any. I don't have any more stinking clouds. See what else I got here. I want a lightning. I guess I gave somebody else the one to paralysis. Boy, I don't like having near Jerini right there. And for scrolls, nothing useful. Well, that's awkward. I mean, I could put a fireball here, right? One, two, three. I could put a fireball here and it would catch the snakes. One, two, three. 2, 3. So I'm hoping I kind of wanted to get back around to Maelwen because she can cast Stinking Cloud. Okay, well, Elfing, yeah, thanks for spotting that. I was looking at that Afridi bottle myself. I did fight the vampire once, and so I think it was Disparel that said, "Oh, there's another one." But I searched around the whole graveyard. I didn't find where the coffin was or whatever the deal is. So as far as this party's concerned, I'm done with the vampire as far as I can tell. So maybe I could get that gear spot back. You know, I really don't want to use a fireball right here. And I also don't want to pull myself out of combat because I'll take a free shot. Just hit it with magic missiles, what I'm going to do. Not the best move. Well, that's it. That's interesting you say that. Okay, so here's Maelwen, and I really want her to cast. Make sure 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I can do this. Okay, so here comes her Stinking Cloud. Good. Perfect. Okay, so now Rollin can. Will this let me shoot? It will not. So I gotta go back. Harden's a good choice to eliminate this snake. I'm going to delay here if I haven't already done it. I guess I did already do it. Damn it. That's good. Oh, okay, there you go. That's why I was trying to delay. All right, so there's another 4 giant snakes at the cost of, what, 2 Stinking Clouds and a magic missile, and I saved all my fireballs at least. So there's that. Didn't take too much damage. I don't think I took any damage, actually. But I'm not gloating. I'm not gloating. And let me switch back to shieldy stuff if I need to. Good there. Just pick up the sling, because Rollins usually using that these days. That's fine. Okay, there you go. So let me camp and save this as the B game. All right, so I think I have enough resources to keep pushing forward. Again, I fear that these are all wandering encounters that isn't really doing anything for me here. Let me try going. I'm going to try going. So I can go north or south here. I'm going to try going north because that seems more. I guess I'm already in the north quadrant, aren't I? Yeah, I'll go north. Whatever. Okay, here. So I can go left, north, and there's a dead end. Okay, that makes sense. I'm just going to look here. Yeah, an alarm sign. So I spent like 10 minutes there. I'll go back. I don't want to spend, like in another situation, I would spend time looking for secret doors, but I don't want to do that here. So here is that, and now I'm going further south.